Hey instructors, Christine here, and I have a question for you. Do you face your participants when you teach class? We call this mirror image teaching. If you do it, great. You know that facing them is an effective way to make eye contact and let them see your smile. If you're not already teaching this way, I want to help you practice the technique so you can build up your confidence. Once you've practiced it a few times, you can start out by teaching the warm-up and the cool-down in mirror image because that helps you start and end the class with that face-to-face connection. Then, when you get more comfortable, you could teach the rest of the class that way and just turn your back occasionally when you're teaching something a little bit more advanced. The first thing to keep in mind is you always want your participants to start the choreography on their right lead. So if you're facing them, you'll be on your left lead. So that's the first thing to wrap your head around. When you start the warm-up, you'll start your shoulder rolls to your left. So you go left when you want them to go right. Make sense? Same thing goes for cueing. You have to say right when you are actually going left. You know, it's helpful to point in the direction you want them to go. So you'll be pointing and moving the opposite direction of what you are saying. That's the part that's tricky at first. It just takes a little while to get the hang of it. But like anything else, it becomes so much easier with practice. And that is exactly what we're going to do right now. We're going to practice. All right, we got some jams going. If you're sitting, stand up, give yourself a little space. We're going to practice cueing the warm-up with mirror image teaching. So we'll start with shoulder rolls. I'm going to be the participant starting on my right, and you are going to start on your left so that we're both going in the same direction. Can we try it? Shoulder rolls. Haha, so you're on your left and I'm on my right lead. Does it feel strange to be on your left? Let's move on. Double bob and cross, single crosses. Let's just try that again. Double bob and cross, single crosses. Now just hold it here. We're going to practice verbally cueing right and left. Listen to me a couple times and then join in. Yeah, we're gonna try it. Double bob right, single crosses. Double bob right, single crosses. Can you say it out loud with me? Double bob right, single crosses. Try it again. Double bob right, single crosses. Good job. So you're moving to your left, and you're moving to your left when I'm moving to my right. But we're actually in sync, and it's as if you were watching yourself in the mirror. Yes? Okay. We're going to pause for a moment. Tell me, did that feel weird? It felt weird for me when I first started learning it, so that's okay. We're gonna do it again, same thing, but this time I'm gonna start the cue and I'm going to be quiet after and let you do it. Can we try it? We're gonna try it. So I'll start it with you, but then you're gonna take over. Here we go. Double bob right, single crosses. I'll say it one more time. Double bob right, single crosses. Can you take over? Try it again. One more time. Again. Good job, guys. All right, you could stop. How'd you do? That's the first step. Just getting used to saying the opposite of what you're doing. Keep practicing that a few more times and then try it with other moves and other cues. I promise it gets easier with practice. One more thing I want to point out is that mirror image teaching is great for connecting with your class, but sometimes you will want to turn your back to them to teach choreography that's a little bit more complex. When you do this, remember that you have to switch your lead because now you're going to be on the same leg as them. So a great way to help you with this, with switching leads easily, is to think of what is on that side of the room. So whether you are facing the class or turning your back to them, you still know the right lead is always going to be that same side of the room. Maybe it's just mirrors. So you tell yourself the mirrors are to the right. So whether you're facing them or turning your back to them, the mirrors are always to the right. All right, so here's the deal. To finish up here, let's recap everything. Start out with the warm-up and the cool down. Make sure that you reverse your movements. And lastly, when teaching more complex choreography, turn your back to the class, but remember to switch your lead. Guys, have fun with this. Once you get the hang of it, I know you are going to love mirror image teaching.